my luck. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, but well, part of it, not the whole thing. I don't know if anybody was. Well, I knew there were some people watching, but the stream, because I was using the 5 gigahertz bandwidth inside the barn, the stream cut off at 11 minutes and something, and it should have lasted 26 minutes because that's how long it took me to do it. So at least, well, I got the 11-minute part done, and sucker just went out. What do you mean, Lester? I don't understand. The stream crashed on me. I got the first 11 minutes. I don't know what I got as far as footage is concerned. I haven't looked at it yet. But I got it partially done. Well, I got the ducks treated. They're all treated. I got the activated carbon into them all. And I explained it at the beginning of the video, or the beginning of the stream. So in the future, anybody finds that video, even though it cut off, the point's there, the mixture's there, everything's there, and hopefully it will save future duck lives. That's the point of it. I hope it does. Hope it saves my ducks. That's what I'm hoping for. The black duck, yeah, that's where it cut off. That's what happened was the 5 gigahertz cut out because I was in the barn. Anyways, but I got, we got the point across. I showed how it was done. The geese drove me absolutely nuts. That's what they were doing, right there. That's what they're doing. But then what they did, they came inside the barn, the little vestibule area where the grid is. They came right inside there and just started screaming at me on the stream. And I was like, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Well, listen to them. Look at. It was like I was in there I'm trying to talk on the stream the last, 14 minutes explaining what I'm doing, and all you could hear were these geese just screaming at the doorway. And then they decided, okay, we're all going to come inside. And there was 3 of them right inside the grid area, almost sticking their head through the holes of the grid, screaming. Now, I don't know if it was because I was handling ducks. Maybe that's why they saw me handling ducks inside the barn, and they came over and they were just pissed off. But whoa! But they're still. Look, see them? They're all at the mouth of the door of the barn. I was hoping Doug was going to come over because then they would leave, But Doug was sleeping up the garage. Anyways, I got the ducks are treated. And that's all I can do. There's nothing else I can do for these ducks. Absolutely 0 zip. I was being told, you have no idea. Okay, I gotta go inside here and grab the camera equipment because, oh man, I gotta reboot. Oh man. Okay, I gotta reboot my phone. But anyways, there's the camera. I have myself, look at this, all set up, nice and perfect. I was right there with the ducks doing the treatments. There's all the ducks. They're just being pumped full of activated charcoal. I'm hoping this works. I hope it does. The only one I didn't give activation to is the one with the hurt hip, because I know for a fact that's just a hurt hip, nothing else. So it was a hip problem on that one, that big duck. That's the one with that goofed up leg, the right leg. So that ain't botulism. All the other ducks have symptoms of botulism. But it was because I was on the 5 gigahertz in the barn. Listen to this. It's just driving me. Oh, guys, you have no idea. It was just like I was trying to do the stream because I want this video to be future help for anybody else, because I know all the time I get people contacting me and comments asking about botulism in ducks, and if this truly does work, then it's like, that's a godsend. All the people that, you know, can find it, keyword search, look at how to treat ducks with botulism, video comes up, and it shows the description, you know, the mixing, everything, explains it all, shows you how to do it. It's so easy, and if it works, okay, if it works, I bought about, I think it's about 200 grams. The jar was 500-gram jar of charcoal, and there was about 200 grams left in it, is what Andy had left, and he gave it all, the whole jar to me. I know why. Oh man, it blew. That stuff is dirty. Don't, oh man, it's like liquid. I think I said it in the stream, liquid pencil. I was mixing it in my kitchen, and I shook the jar, and because I had a plastic jar and it wasn't totally sealed, as soon as I mixed it, it sort of like fizzed up, and a little bit of an explosion took place. Sprayed my wall, my cupboards, my floor, everything in liquid pencil. It's just a mess, black everywhere. It was bad. Anyways, so I hope this works, because if it, yeah, Barb, I hope it does. It really does, because anytime I see a duck that's got anytime I see a duck with symptoms, you know, lethargic, you know, off by itself, not really like a normal duck, bang, it's going to the hospital. We're injecting her with the solution and flush the body out. So I'm really hoping it works. I'm hoping big time. So I just wish the whole stream would have worked. Anyways, but it didn't. But I think the important part, everybody got the drift. 11 minutes, you know. No, Tom, it was my plan, actually. I came up with the idea, and Andy collaborated on it, actually. Because he's not sure it's going to work either. Like, I ran by everything I told him, what I found on the internet, and what he knows about botulism, being a vet. He says, in theory, it should work. So we'll see if my theory works practically, you know. But it was this morning finding that, yes, Andy the vet. There's only one Andy in our lives here, Norm, from Hawaii. You should know that. Have you heard another Andy character show up here? I haven't. Only the magnificent Andy the vet. He's the only Andy on the show, okay? The Andy that does not want to be on video. Anyways, so it was the duck this morning, the maggot duck, you know. Andy from Mayberry? No, Andy from Pinnacle Animal Hospital, Norm. Oh, Norm. I deserve it. I know, I deserve it back. It was a maggot duck this morning that triggered everything in my head. And then coming back and finding those 3 ducks in the pen, not like totally cool. I was like, okay, we gotta. This is time. It's something's. We gotta snap this cycle of death has to be broken. I know you're having fun, Norm. Don't worry. Totally, I can handle sarcasm, man. It's like, I'm not a snowflake. Trust me. We had a big hawk here, guys, earlier. Like, massive hawk. And Doug lost it. I lost it. But it was flying not even 20 feet off the ground. That's what you hear. I might be throwing this phone down really quick, guys, because I'm going to go walk in the bush here and get the ducks into the yard. Okay, sorry I got a little distracted there. Something's Yep, the hawk's here. That's what's doing it. I knew it was something. He's down at the, what is he trying to get? Oh, I wish I had the big camera, guys. I can't zoom with this thing. Well, maybe I can't. Let me just say, because the thing's broken. No, I just hung the camera. Oh! It'd be a lot more exciting if the freaking thing didn't crash all the time. Oh, what is going on? Oh, guys, I'm really sorry. I've got to reboot. I gotta reboot my phone. So it's like every time I go to try to change the camera, the thing crashes. I was gonna try to change the camera and use the crazy zoom and show you guys this hawk, but he's not in the yard. He's down there. He's hunting. It's really strange because he's hunting over top of water, which is very, very bizarre, because hawks usually don't like going near water because they can't swim. They accidentally get pulled into the water. They can't get out. They're like, it's not like they're like a duck. Mustache man, you missed everything. I won the lottery, and we're celebrating here today. It's just amazing. It's amazing. The duck adventures got me a couple days left, and then I'm done, because it's like I just won big. So, Mustache man, I'm sorry, your entertainment's over. Norm, unless he's actually attacking the ducks, I can't shoot him. Against the law, shoot him. So he's got to be in the yard or in the swamp, actually swooping down, attacking the ducks if I'm going to shoot him. 1 million pounds. How did you know I won that, Patty? Oh, I don't know how long we're going to know if the charcoal works. We just got to wait and see. Watch the ducks if they get stronger. That's all we can do. In theory, it's supposed to wash out their insides. Totally. It causes the toxin to bind with the charcoal, and then the charcoal gets expelled out of their body, and then it's just a matter of the ducks, recouping their strength, and that's it. You only do one treatment. I said that in the stream, but I think that's when I got cut off. One treatment. You can't keep doing it. There's no reason to do it a second time, because after once the charcoal goes in there, guys, and it fills their system up, it literally sucks all the toxin out, binds up to the charcoal, and then it's gone. It gets expelled out their rear ends in the form of duck poop, black duck poop. I'm lucky I got a good vet, and I'm lucky that the vet had lab quality or lab grade charcoal. That's what I'm lucky about, because he had exactly what I needed. It's gonna be black duck poop. It's no big deal. I don't care about that, guys. I just want to stop the death. That's all I want to do. This is my only concern, is to stop the death. I'm sick of ducks dying. Sick of it. It's worse than predators. It's worse than predators. Like, I'm trying to find something to put on my feet here. I just took my black rubber boots off. I said, I'm not going to sit out here in the sun talking to you guys with my black rubber boots on, because that'd be sort of silly. I complain about that all the time when I'm down in the swamp. So why would I do it to myself sitting here at the deck? But now I can't find anything to put on my feet. So we're going to go for the pink Crocs. Yeah, anyways. I got a headache. The headache started when I realized the stream didn't work after I set up all the work on everything. I set everything up, and oh man. It was like I really wanted to document it so that it would be shared. This is a perfect example where video should have been videoed and then uploaded. It was like, but hey, I refuse to video. I'm not doing it. I'll quit if I have to do videos. I had to drink water. I got the multicolored Crocs. I still got all my Crocs. Try some charcoal for the headache. Maybe I'm full of toxins. Give them another treatment for an educational video. No, well, if I do, if we get another duck, I'll do another stream. I'll just keep doing botulism streams. I don't know, Barb. No, I don't think it's really immediate because they're pretty sick. You know, in your botulism, you get pretty sick and weak. So the whole idea is to stop the toxin from attacking their body by getting it out of their body, and then they've just got to, you know, eat and drink and get stronger. And time is going to tell. So it's either we're going to notice them getting stronger, or they're dead. Basically, what's going to happen, you know? And I think the ones in the barn, it's a 50-50 thing, because, you know, it's so late. Like some of those ducks have been in there 3 days. Maybe the 3 that I found this morning have a better chance because it was fresh, you know, fresh botulism. I don't know, guys. Nobody knows anything about this stuff. Like it's a topic that there is nothing out there. Yes, my ducklings hatched. And then what am I going to do with the duck that closes his eyes? Oh, guess what? I lost my eye drops. I don't know where they are, and I always put everything back because, you know, I'm OCD that way, putting things back, and I can't find the eye drops. I check my pants, I check my other pants. I do not know where the eye drops are. I'm baffled where the eye drops are. Real duck farms don't share secrets. Well, they also they don't have botulism problem because they're not free ranging. If you got your ducks all trapped in a barn and they have no access to outside, they're not going to get coat pocket. Charlene, I might just owe you a kiss. I'm trying to remember, did I have my jacket on when I did that? Okay, I didn't have my purple jacket on. Let me check the inside pocket. No, it wasn't purple jacket. Let's check the green jacket. Okay, I gotta put this on the floor, guys. Sorry. Nope. I don't owe you a kiss. Not in the jackets. I've looked everywhere, guys. Like I'm not kidding you, because I always keep everything. Oh, again, it just did it again. Ah. Okay, I'm back. I had to do a complete reboot on the phone. I don't believe it. All right. Okay. So, anyways, I'm not gonna switch the camera around. I'm not taking a chance. Normally, it's either right here on this shelf, or it's right here on this shelf with the medical. I come in, I put it there. Like I always do that. I don't put it like any place else. Like. Sometimes I might slip it into that jar, the medical jar, but this is it. This is the area. So like, how can it disappear? This is the only spot that you put it. And like you saw me, I'm OCD. I put things away like all the time so I don't have to look for things, because like I got too much stuff in my life and everything has to be in its place or you'll never find anything. Oh no, I already did the barn, Inga. There's only one shelf in the barn, not on the shelf. I thought of that. I went down there and checked that. The floor, if it's on the floor, it's buried in the straw somewhere. It's such a small bottle, I ain't gonna find it. Be literally trying to find a needle in a haystack. Shed, no, not there. I wasn't in the shed with it. No, not the windowsill. Anyways, I gotta go to town and get some more for that little duck with the closed eyes. So it got 2 treatments. Usually it only takes 2 treatments for the duck eye infections for the eyes. So, you know, I noticed one eye staying open on it and the other eye is slightly closed, so it is getting better. But I gave it a botulism zap and the charcoal. Anyways, so that's the deal. That's what's happened here today, guys. We had technical difficulties. Is what we had, but we maybe have come up with a solution to continually dying ducks. You'll wake up in the middle of the night and find it? I hope I don't. The CGI penguins possibly have it. Possibly. Anyways, I'm so mad, man. I set everything up to do that stream, and I can't believe it cut off at 11 minutes. But hey, honestly, you know, with the attention span, because not everybody has the attention span, you know, as the crew we have here, a 26-minute live stream on how to treat 8 ducks with botulism, most people wouldn't have that much attention span. So probably 11 minutes is the best case scenario. I last used the drops in that little duck in the barn. Oh, Lara, yes, that's the thing, and that's what I'm saying, is that it's the beginning 11 minutes, which is the attention span of which will, well, probably just enough for anybody out there that's trying to save their duck. Because even if they're trying to save their duck, well, maybe somebody who's really emotionally distraught would have 26 minutes to watch the whole thing. But at least I got the point across, and if it works, it works. I really hope it does. I really, really do. I would like to nip this in the butt every time we see a duck that's a little bit screwed up, pump the charcoal into him and get him back to normal. That would be a big bonus. And and stay vigilant on the maggots situation. Like walk around the swamp looking for dead ducks, dead anything, because it's the maggots. They're that's what it is. Well, that's rotten vegetation too, but the maggots seem to be that's the number one thing that keeps popping up with everything I've been reading. Dead carcasses, rotting carcasses. The maggot carries the toxin. Maggots, nasty things. They clean up the swamp, clean up a dead carcass, but they're just like, they're poison. And I think about this, guys. Think about how many people have come. Any of the long-term fans, you probably have seen these comments about people telling me that oh, you should start a maggot farm. Get a pail, drill some holes in it, and put the things in it so you can have maggots. Think about that. Tom just tried to FaceTime me and interrupted my stream. I'm back, guys. I had to decline Tom's call. I don't think he realizes that I'm on live streaming right now, so that he's not watching the show. I'm gonna have to give him hell, Anyways, yeah, the maggots. How many people? Oh, get a pail, drill some holes in it. Put your the rotting carcasses in there and let them rot and let the maggots just drip out. And look at what the maggots cause. Problem is, if I can't stream and do FaceTime at the same time, because it cuts the. I only got one camera, one mic, and it cuts it out. So, but think about this: all these people that do this with their their animals, and they do these maggot farms. Imagine if they had a sick animal and they started doing the maggot farms, for so they can have the maggots drip out, so the animals could eat the maggots. Think about that. What kind of problem you could unleash onto your property. I know one thing. I don't want maggots around me. Oh, Mindy, you wouldn't believe how many. Just Google it. Not Google it. YouTube. Search YouTube. I think if you just typed in maggots and poultry or homestead and maggots, you'd be surprised what comes up on the videos and people doing it on their homesteads, doing maggot pails. So could you imagine, having botulism unintentionally, uh, 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 unleashing that on your homestead? Tom, well, I just did a live stream on botulism. Did you know I was streaming, Tom, and you were interrupting me? I will call you and we'll talk. The maggots are toxic. Okay, I'll call you. You have a dead pigeon in your basement according to the smell? Okay, that's good to know. So should you make a maggot dispenser? Yeah, if you really want to. Everybody's got different things, guys. I just know one thing from what I've read is the maggots are bad news. You have a groundhog sunning himself on your deck. I like the way you're staying focused here, Barb. Alright, guys. So that was my afternoon here. Well, part of my afternoon. I crashed and burned on my stream. I just don't believe it. Anyways. The maggot dropping in water to feed fish, that's probably the most dangerous thing you can do, because you can have, then you end up having the botulism in the pond. Yes, no, see, he disagrees with me. Well, you just go and eat yourself a whole bunch of maggots, and we'll see how it goes. I usually agree with you, but this is wrong. Well, good, Shadow Star. I'm glad we disagree. But you're not listening. It's the toxin the maggot has to be infected with. If you don't have the toxin in the environment, your maggots are perfectly safe for you to munch down on them and have a little snack. But if you've got the toxin floating in your environment, the maggots are a breeding ground. No, that's the deal on the maggots. Well, go cook supper, Diana. We're this is a maggot afternoon here. It's maggots are us. Yes, but not all maggots. If your environment, oh man, guys, you need to do some research on this. Okay, trust me. If the toxin's in your environment, man, and the maggots, get into it. That's how it works. Diane doesn't want any maggot soup. Is Doug safe from this illness? As long as he doesn't eat maggots. So as long as Doug doesn't decide to chow down and start licking up some maggots from a dead duck that died of botulism, then the cycle won't continue through him. No. I just know what I've discovered. Well, you don't know if the meat's okay. What if the meat is infected with the botulism toxin, and then the maggots just become a massive carrier? Yeah, that's what they are. They're a carrier, and then they get. It's like, because botulism's not contagious. It has to be consumed. It's not a disease. It's a toxin, and it can go dormant too. That's another thing too. It can go dormant for long periods of time. Since the adults were infected before I was in the pen, I've never had an adult duck die in the pen of botulism. It's always as soon as they get out into the swamp and they start eating dead things. It could be a dead frog, a frog full of maggots. You know, dead snake. Okay, the geese are coming over to ruin the stream. You wouldn't believe how loud they were. Anyways, they were right at the door. They were standing at the door just screaming. Yep, dead frogs. I did have some dead frogs. I like the cold frosty maggot drink. I think that sounds the best. Yeah, I know. The nerve of the ducks and the geese interrupting the show, eh? They interrupted the stream like you wouldn't believe. I wish that's why I wish it wouldn't have died out, because the last half of the botulism treatment stream was unbelievable loud. They were right inside the door screaming. Look at them. See? They shouldn't sound too bad in the shed because it'll be insulated. Which reminds me, that's the next job I gotta do. I gotta do, what's that thing? The Kickstarter. I gotta do the Kickstarter. Why do I have such a hard time with that? You missed the most epic yelling. They were right inside the door screaming, and then I was trying to. Then I had to raise my voice so that I could do the video, and it was like a rice dinner. Rice looks an awful lot like maggots there, Diane. I'd be changing the recipe for. I'd be doing potatoes if I were you. Actually, yeah, Opal, you're right. The swamp camera was right beside the barn. You would have heard them screaming. Well, imagine inside the barn how loud it was. If you could hear it on the swamp cam that good. I wouldn't have rice tonight after talking about maggots, because the maggots that are in the dead ducks are exactly the size of rice. They look like little moving rice. Diane, you're gonna eat maggots tonight. Oh, that's gross. They're not big maggots, they're little tiny maggots. Maggots. Ugh, anyways. So, that's the deal, guys. I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for joining me. Oh. Oh, hang on here. I gotta Do you think I'm having more problems than with other years? No. No, same problems. No rice for you tonight, Diane? You're welcome. I'll talk to you later, alligator. Alright guys, I'm going to say goodbye because I've probably grossed out enough people tonight talking about maggots. I wish I had some maggots to show you just to top this whole stream off. That would be really good, a dead carcass with the crawling maggots like I had to handle this morning when I had to carry it across the swamp. That would be just gross right now. Supper time, showing, oh, it was nasty this morning. And the worst part was, guys, when I went to throw it deeper into the swamp on the other side, I was worried that when I went to throw it that the leg was going to fall off of it because it was pretty rotten on that side. And I was like, I thought, oh, I'll be hanging onto a rotten leg, and then the body was going to hit the deck of the ramp and explode, and it'd be just maggots everywhere. It was like, I didn't like it this morning. But you guys got to see me do it in real time, and this is what happens here. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you for joining me today on the duck adventure. Too funny, gross. Yeah, I know. My life. That's the show today was just gross. I wish I would have showed it to you though. Brought it closer to the camera. I could have dangled it in front of the camera. The maggot ducks this morning on the Duck Rush stream, Crystal. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for the 83 thumbs up. And you have a great night. I'll talk to you later. I gotta take some ibuprofen. I got a headache. I'm not all together here right now.